PayPal processes a very large percentage of payments on the internet, so obviously we are going to be a target of interest to folks that actually would like to be able to take advantage of our payment system, just like any other financial institution is. We work very, very hard on ensuring that we not only detect early, but track and understand what's happening, both from a straight security perspective by implementing new techniques like two-factor authenticators, but also by implementing a very effective fraud risk analysis program that actually detects what's actually taking place with your accounts on an ongoing basis. We actually look actively at the kind of transactions that are being performed, obviously at historical data, but we also look very carefully at transactions and interactions that have relatively small amounts of value associated with them and look at aggregate what that seems to mean. So we have a number of very smart systems which will allow us to both visually and from an analysis perspective point out what appear to be anomalies in the system. We actually are always actively looking at specific instances which are likely to have large-scale effect on us. As you may be well aware, PayPal has effectively dramatically reduced the amount of phishing which has actually occurred over the last 4 or 5 years. And we're actively working on the same kind of techniques as they apply to malware. So as we work with consumers to educate them, as we begin to implement technologies that are available to reduce both phishing and spoofing kind of attacks, we're actively looking at the kind of malware attacks that are going on so that we can have preemptive technologies in place to both recognize them and take advantage of shutting them down. So PayPal has always covered its consumers from a fraud perspective and ensuring that they were covered for loss. In very similar ways, for fraud associated with merchants, PayPal does cover you today. We have one of the lowest fraud risk losses in the industry. We're at less than 1/3 of 1%. And so in terms of the actual fraud perpetrated across PayPal, we're doing incredibly well in the financial industry.